Ciao, bello. I'm from Italia. No, I'm from Canada.
Hi, and welcome to the Radio Vagabond podcast. My name is Palabo, and this is part 3 of my talks from the TBEX Travel Bloggers Conference in Stockholm.
Meet Palabo, a digital nomad from Denmark on an epic journey around the world. At the age of 50, he made a bold decision. He sold everything, his house, his car, his furniture, and set out with a quest to visit every single country in the world, documenting everything along the way. This is the Radio Vagabond podcast.
Today, a small chat with a very interesting guy with a very interesting project. His name is Michael Graziano.
My name's Mike Graziano. I'm 27 years old and live in Vancouver, British Columbia, Canada.
Well, in fact, you live everywhere.
Yes, that's true. I live on planet Earth. I'm a citizen of the world.
Yeah. And you have a project called Global Degree. I'm curious on what that is.
Yeah, so a global degree is a simple concept. You need to go to every country in the world to graduate. It's like a university degree. So I'm trying to visit 193 UN nations in 5 years before I turn age 30. That's the goal. And I'm traveling with 2 videographers, and we're filming the entire thing and making a web series.
And you've just done your 100th country.
After this year, I've done 100 countries. So year 1, we did all of Central South America. Year 2, we did all of Asia and Australia. And this year, we're doing 50 countries in Europe, and we're about almost halfway.
How long have you been on the road?
Currently, I started in April of this year. So the way it works is kind of like university. You do 8 months of travel and 4 months of being at home, relaxing, spending time with family, and working to pay the bills.
Yeah. And which part of the world have you covered so far?
Yeah, so we've done all of Asia, all of Central South America, all of Australia, and all of Europe. Next year we do the Pacific and Caribbean, parts of the Middle East, and then we finish off with Africa in 2019, I believe.
And what does the students learn from traveling?
Yeah, so this global degree concept is... it's the idea that you can get a real-world education from travel. There's something about travel, and travelers can agree with me on this. There's something that connects you to the earth. It helps you learn things like budgeting, problem solving. It teaches you to communicate and interact with people without knowing the same language. And with Global Degree specifically, we're creating a curriculum where people will travel the world based on their passions. So if you're interested in history, you're going to go to every country in the world and go to the museums and the archaeological sites. If you're interested in theology or meditation, you're going to be going around hanging out with the religious figures or studying different types of meditation. Business, politics, whatever you're interested in, your trip around the world is going to be catered to that.
And I have this plan to go to 85 to 100 countries in the next 4 years. And whenever I talk to people here at this conference, experienced travelers, they say, whoa, slow down. But you plan to do 93 in the next 3 years? Or around 200?
Yeah, total 200, 93 to go after this year. It's not like we're just stopping and going. We're actually we're doing entertaining, fun, interesting things in every single country, and we have to in order to make an entertaining episode. It's not like we're just showing up to the airports. We're trying to experience the best of each nation. We're trying to interact with the locals. We're trying to show the interesting things to do for budget travelers. And in the end, our message is that you can travel the entire world, and it's inexpensive, it's safe, and it's friendly if you do it in a certain way and if you have a certain level of common sense.
Yeah, and that's what I always say when people say, well, isn't it dangerous? And I say, well, bring in my common sense and a smile.
Yeah.
That takes you a long way.
Yeah, I had what really inspired me a few years ago, I had a chat with Graham Hughes, who's the only person to go to every country in the world without airplanes. He did 201 countries. And I asked...
There's a Danish guy on that quest as well, in one unbroken trip.
Okay, yeah, he's on his way. Thor, yes, yeah. He's trying to... Yeah. He's trying to beat Graham's record. Yeah. Regardless, I chatted with Graham and I asked him, you did every country in the world. How many times did you have a gun to your head? How many times did you have a knife to your throat? And how many times did you almost die? And he said, you want to know what the most dangerous thing in the world is? And I said, what? He said, a tuna sandwich from Australia. Apparently the mayonnaise down there is really shady. So Graham had no issues. He's a smart guy, and he traveled in a certain way. And he also left me with a quote. He said, either I'm extremely lucky to have traveled the entire world untouched, or the world isn't nearly as dangerous as we think it is. And that really resonated with me because I know the latter is true. And I can't wait to visit every country in the world and have a big smile on my face and say the world is a good place. And my outlook has never been more positive.
Yeah, wow. I want to get back to that because that's where I hope that you could give me some pointers that I can take on my quest. You get to a country, you do some exciting stuff, you move on to the next country. How long are you in each place?
Yeah, so a word of advice, depending on the country itself and the size of it and the vastness of it, we would spend up to 3 weeks in a country. I think that's a decent time to get a taste of it properly. Big countries like China, India, Mongolia, you have to spend at least 3 weeks to really see it. Smaller countries like Liechtenstein, Andorra, Vatican, anywhere from a few hours to even a few days just to get a taste. I would definitely cater to the country itself and the amount of things to do to dictate how long to be there. But definitely I would have a goal to try and do the most exciting things and interesting things in every location.
Has there been tiring moments where you thought, I can't see another airport?
Not at all. Actually, it's the exact opposite. It's when I go home and relax, I get restless. I want to keep going. There's something very stimulating about travel. It gets your mind going, your creativity flowing. You know exactly your life purpose. You know what you need to do, and it taps into the mind, the body, and the soul, and it taps into this idea of living every day as if it's your last, and trying to make every day the best day of your life. And there's only one way to do that, and that's not sitting at a cubicle at home. That's traveling the world.
What's been the absolute highlight so far? Can you?
No, I can't. I'm sorry. Everywhere has been incredible. Really. I mean, we've some highlights in Europe. Obviously, the first night of our trip, we did the Northern Lights in Iceland, which was absolutely incredible. I mean, King's Day in Amsterdam, where 300,000 people, 700,000 people are on the streets partying.
And all orange.
All orange. Yeah, just honestly, every country has been amazing. It's hard to choose favorites, and we really have enjoyed everything. And you're free to check out our channel and watch some of our episodes, and not only see us having fun, but take notes and hopefully get inspired and use us as a guide for things for you to do and enjoy while you travel.
Yeah, tell me a bit about the video channel.
Yeah, so we upload videos onto our YouTube and our Facebook. They're anywhere from 8 minutes to 12 minutes. Shorter countries, maybe as short as 3 minutes. And yeah, it's a video guide. Where did we go? What did we do? What was our interaction like with the locals? How much money did we spend? Where hostels did we stay at? Where's the cool places to go? Why should someone come to that country? What are the people like? And yeah, just really, it's designed to be a guide and also be an inspiration, not just to go to some countries, but to go to every country. And our most popular video to date is actually Colombia. There's a negative connotation of Colombia as being the drug capital of the world. Colombia has taken massive strides in these last 10 years to remove that dark time in history, and Colombia to this day has been the highlight of South America for me. And
there's not cocaine flowing in the streets?
No, I wasn't exposed to it at all. Colombia is really trying to get away from that past, and we made a video of our adventure during the World Cup, the South America World Cup in Brazil, and it now has 500,000 views in about a week's time, and it's very inspiring to see how proud Colombian people are to watch this video and share it to show that Colombia is a beautiful place, because it truly, truly is.
What's the name of the channel?
Global Degree. On YouTube, we're Global Degree TV, and on Facebook and Instagram, we're just Global Degree.
Yeah. I'll put that in show notes. And Michael, it's been truly inspiring, and I will keep on following you and maybe bump into you somewhere out there.
Yeah, thank you so much. And your story is very inspiring as well. I wish you the best of luck on your, hopefully your global degree, but certainly at least getting halfway there. And yes, let's definitely stay in touch.
Well, after the the 100 countries, I might take it all. So what the hell?
Yeah, what the hell? Let's just go. Let's go for them all. Why not, right?
Thanks, Michael.
Cheers.
You can watch their videos on YouTube, of course, just by searching for Global Degree. It's amazing stuff. The next episode will be a talk to one of the absolute experts in traveling. His name is Nomadic Matt. If that name doesn't ring a bell, you're not into traveling. You'd like to get to know him, especially if you have a plan to travel the world on a budget. He's got so much inspiration.
If you like this podcast, please subscribe in iTunes or the podcast app on your smartphone. You can see pictures, watch videos, and read much more on theradiovagabond.com. Palle can be reached for interviews and public speaking gigs on mail at theradiovagabond.com.
My name is Palle Bo. Thanks for listening.